What's up, YouTube? Shawn DaGamer here, and if I look a little lackadaisical, like I don't want to do this review, because I don't, it's because I don't want to talk about FastLane or WWE Raw, so hopefully I'll get a little bit more animated as this review goes on for WWE's FastLane and Raw from March 6th and 5th, 2017. So let's start off with FastLane. So many bad things happened. Let's start off with some good things. We had the kickoff match for FastLane on the pre-show, Rich Swann and Tozawa versus Kendricks and Dar. Very good, a high-action match for the tag team division. Tag team match. They actually got time, and it was actually good. Rich Swann and Tozawa got the win, which I thought they would. But what's kind of funny is Rich Swann beat Dar, and the main storyline going into this, because I really don't watch 205 Live like that. I don't know if Rich Swann has some beef with Dar, but Dar took the pinfall from Rich Swann in this match. Then we move on to the first match of the show, 9-minute match, Joe versus Zayn. It was exactly what you thought it was. Sami Zayn sold the hell out of all of Joe's moves, and it went from there. Joe then choked out Zayn, and game over, 9 minutes. Then we had the Raw Tag Team title match. The Club beat Enzo and Cass, thank God. So, yeah, thank God for that happening at least. Because I couldn't watch a Raw where at this moment Gallows and Anderson aren't champions and they lost to Cass and Enzo, because Enzo's just so damn annoying right now, and it's just bad, Sasha Banks beat Nia Jax, which was an audible call literally at the last minute. It's a couple of days later. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 7th, so according to like Dave Nelson and all these people, or I think it was like somebody backstage that normally gets all the inside information, Nia Jax was supposed to win this match, but then Vince McMahon at the last minute was like, no, have Sasha win with some type of roll up and use the rope to cheat and win. That way you can protect Nia and still have Sasha Banks looking strong, because according to Raw, we'll get into that. And then we had, can we just say that this Sasha Banks match, Nia Jax match went 9 minutes too. So you had Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn go 9 minutes, and then you had Sasha Banks and Nia Jax go 9 minutes. Both of those matches felt a little bit longer, but they were only 9 minutes. Then we had 20 minutes of Garbo. I hate to say this because you had Cesaro and Rusev in these two segments, but it was 20 minutes wasted on Cesaro versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev versus Big Show. I don't understand the purpose of this. I don't understand the purpose of Rusev even like entertaining Jinder Mahal ever since the Enzo and Cass stuff was over. I thought, oh, they're both heels. Jinder needs something to do. Put them together as a tag team. Wrong. It was boring. Nobody liked it. We like Rusev. We like Lana. We like them as the United States champion. Why did you take it off of them in the first place? You fucked up. We're sorry about that, because we all didn't want Roman Reigns to be United States champion anyway, and look what you've done to Rusev. Rusev is just dead in the water right now. Like 4 weeks away from WrestleMania, and it's bad. Then we had another good match on, I'm just saying, both of those matches, Big Show versus Rusev, Cesaro and Mahal, went 10 minutes apiece, plus a little pre-brawl they had. So this whole segment was probably like 25 minutes long. A lot of people turned out. A lot of people went to sleep at this point. I was watching this show with my girl. She went to sleep at this point. She's not the biggest wrestling fan to begin with, but she was like, I actually want to see this, because I like, pre-wrestling ritual for me is like, I'll watch matches from previous pay-per-views of the same name show, like FastLane. I tried to go watch some FastLane stuff. It didn't work. So I was just like, who's on this show? Let me go find some of my favorite matches of the people on this show while I'm watching her. So we watched some Jericho, AJ from WrestleMania. We watched some Roman Reigns stuff. We watched some of that. She was just like, okay, I don't like wrestling, but I'm kind of interested to see what's going on after you kind of explained it to me. And she wanted to see Bayley versus Charlotte, because we watched the WrestleMania match. We watched a couple of matches with them. She wanted to see Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman, because she was like, how the fuck? She wanted to see the last 3 matches pretty much. She was like, how the fuck can Roman Reigns beat Braun Strowman? That nigga's not human. That nigga's huge. Roman Reigns, he's cute and all, but I don't get it. How can he beat him? We skipped over Neville versus Jack Gallagher. I was just trying to explain to you, like, even somebody who doesn't really watch wrestling was like, Roman Reigns beating Braun Strowman, that doesn't seem right to me. Doesn't seem right. Then you had Neville versus Gallagher for the Cruiserweight Championship. Really, really good match. I really enjoyed this match. It was a very good highlight of the night. Neville is still your Cruiserweight Champion. Thank God. Like I said, then we go on to Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. This was actually a good match. I'm not even gonna lie. This was actually a good match between these two big men. Sorry if I keep adjusting this, but yeah, whatever. It was actually a good match between the two big men, but Roman won. Bayley versus Charlotte. It was decent up until Bayley tried to do that like bottom rope, jump to the top, middle rope, and then drop the elbow in the corner while the person is hanging there in the trio woe. She tried to get that bad spot. I don't know what happened. She kept trying. I don't know if it was Charlotte who couldn't just take the move properly because she was like floundering around, or I don't know. It was just a bad little spot, and it kind of like progressed from there. And then the whole thing about this match was Bayley did a little interview before, earlier in the show. She was like, "Look, Charlotte, you leave Dana Brooks in the back, and then we'll see who's the real women's champion." 2 minutes before the match ended, Sasha Banks comes out and costs Charlotte the match. So Charlotte is no longer undefeated on pay-per-view. Bayley is still your champion, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now. Do you have Goldberg defeating Kevin Owens? Funny thing about this match was I was like, okay, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this at all. And she was even like, how is Kevin Owens going to lose against this old guy? It doesn't make any sense. So I was like, you'll see. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. So she covered my eyes up. So I'm like literally calling out everything Kevin Owens is doing. I'm like, he's not going to get in the ring until he really, really needs to. And then he's probably going to jump right back out the ring. So he got in the ring before the ref could ring the bell. Remember, I'm sitting here like the whole time. And then Kevin Owens jumped out the ring. She's like, oh, how do you know he was going to do that? Like, it's Kevin Owens. It's smart. And then he's like going to walk around the ring a lot, act like he's going to get in like 2-3 times. And then by the time he get in there, something's going to happen. So by the time he was about to get into the ring, the bell hasn't rung yet. He was like, all right, let's do this. Jericho's music hits. Goldberg gets a spear off the distraction. Jackhammer, new Universal Champion. This card was complete garbage for their go-home pay-per-view into WrestleMania. It really was. I can't, other than a few things, I can't say anything good about this. Renee Young was there. She was good. I didn't watch Raw Talk after this either. I tried to, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. This was just a bad show. The Kevin Owens title loss was predicted. We thought there was going to be some more shenanigans where at least Bayley would have still came out champion, but Charlotte was still been undefeated. Braun, that was another audible. Braun was supposed to beat Reigns, and it didn't happen. I can't get animated or pissed or rant because you had 20 minutes worth of filler that could have been split at least another 10-15 minutes either way into the women's Nia Jax Sasha Banks match or the Samoa Joe Sami Zayn match. I understand that you probably want to keep Samoa Joe looking strong, so you probably could have gave that time to other matches on the show. But what you did with that 20 minutes to fill space because you don't want to have Goldberg exposed was ridiculous. You could have. This was already supposed to be a 7-card pay-per-view. Then you added 2 more matches that nobody was looking forward to. Still no Shaq for the Big Show Shaq match, so I'm guessing that's really off. But I don't think there was a Seth Rollins segment. I don't think Triple H showed up. But this is what you want us to get hyped for on Raw before WrestleMania. This is what you want me to get hyped for going into WrestleMania, and I can't. Not with this. Not with this. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna vent. I'm not gonna be frustrated. I'm just gonna. This is not what you do when you are about to go into WrestleMania, and I can rant, rave, bitch, moan. I can do all that right now, but I'm just disappointed. I'm just highly disappointed. And I looked at the card and I said, hey, As long as most of these matches get time, I will be fine. I understand Kevin Owens is going to drop the belt. I understand there's a possibility that Charlotte is not going to walk out as champion, but she can still walk out undefeated. And then the interferences by Sasha, they literally brawled. Her and Charlotte literally brawled on the outside. And I know Sasha probably never touched her, but just even though there was the fact that she lost, or that she was out there and she was interfering in the match, that should have been something. And it wasn't even addressed on Raw. Not really. So let's talk about Raw now. Because I didn't want to do 2 different videos about this, so I just did it all. I'm just doing it all in one. Because I have nothing to say. Because Raw, I didn't even watch until like a few minutes before this, and I just skipped over it on YouTube. Why? Why would I do that? I don't get it. So, I don't even know. I can't even tell you what really happened on Raw. Just like, I'm trying to look for some results real quick. Here we go. So there was an Emma vignette. Okay, I did see the Triple H little segment about Triple H threatening Rollins again. I guess Rollins had like a little video package about him. New Day versus the Shining Stars. Tozawa beat what's that boy name? Davari with his little suplex. Anything else? Then you had the end where Braun Strowman came out complaining about something, and then Undertaker came out, and then Undertaker chokeslammed Roman Reigns, who came out. But I'm not excited for Raw. I literally went to go pick up my cousin so he can watch some of the matches on the pay-per-view because he went to the soccer game Sunday night, and he made the right decision. I should have went with him. He went to the soccer game. I should have been tagging on right along. Then we went to my friend's house and we just smoked down and watched Love and Hip Hop. The first episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for this season was more lit to me than Raw. I'm on cage side seats for this Raw review, and they gave it a 8.7, but I'm just deflated. After what I saw, I'm just deflated. Oh, Aries is back. Aries is going to be challenging Neville at WrestleMania, hopefully. So Aries last night during the pay-per-view had some vignettes. His package was shown, literally. So I just don't understand. So there was a women's segment. That's why I say they kind of addressed it, but they kind of didn't. So apparently there's going to be a triple threat match at Mania again for the women's title of Raw. I don't know how I feel about that, because where's Nia? I don't even think Nia was on this show. Again, Nia's not on this show. So apparently there was an argument between Mick and Stephanie about how the match is going to go, but there's going to be a triple threat match. Oh my God. I'm not happy. I'm not happy when it comes to Raw. I'm just not happy. So it's another triple threat match, except instead of Becky Lynch, it's going to be Bayley going in as champion. Brock Lesnar F5 Goldberg, and Goldberg would not let go of that belt. That was actually kind of funny. Then we had the opening segment of the show, which was Owens talking to Jericho. Owen talked Jericho into putting his title on the line at WrestleMania, which was not defended tonight, so he needs to be stripped of the title if you're going to do it to Naomi, because the storyline talking about it's too close to WrestleMania not to have active champion. Well, I guess Jericho's active now, so he can, but still, 30-day defense. You took it from Naomi, take it away from Jericho. Sorry. Same thing with Lesnar. If y'all going to do that, like I know it's kind of different because SmackDown is a real wrestling show and Raw is just there. So it's different, but so this led to a little brawl. Joe came out, then Sammy came out. Thought we were going to get a tag team match, but I forgot this is not a Teddy Long show. So we got 2 singles matches. We started off with Owens versus Zayn. Owens won, and then later in the night we had Jericho versus Joe, and Joe submitted Jericho on the outside, rolled into the ring, and got a count out victory after he choked out Jericho. And I don't care. I don't care. So I'm guessing when it comes to the Raw side of things for the main event of Mania, is going to be Sammy and Joe. Joe is still no Balor. Roman and Taker. What about Strowman? Triple threat match for the women's title. We all knew it was going to be either triple threat or a fatal 4-way. They just took Nia out of it. The Raw tag team titles. The New Day's hosting. And Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight title. Some of those things I can look forward to, and hopefully it all come out and play well. But SmackDown is just killing things right now, and SmackDown is just a better show. Like I said, they gave this show almost a 9.10 rating. Cage side seats, very credible source when it comes to like dirt sheets and things like that. I don't know. Point is, I don't understand why we're getting the Raw half of the main event that we're getting. If somebody could explain this to me, I'd be greatly appreciated. But why are we getting Cena versus Taker? Why aren't we getting Owens versus Jericho for the Universal title? Lesnar can do something else. I don't care. Oh, I forgot about Seth and Triple H too. So let's run this down. Let's run this down. Let's run down WrestleMania, because a while ago there was reported 16 matches for WrestleMania. 16 matches for WrestleMania. So let's run through this again. You're probably going to have a triple threat for the world title on SmackDown. Owens, no, it's going to be a triple threat or a one-on-one. AJ, Orton, Bray, or it's going to be Orton and Bray. And then you're probably going to have Shane versus AJ Styles. If they were smart, they'll try to get Shinsuke up there to make it Shinsuke versus Styles. And Shinsuke can be his bodyguard, Shane's bodyguard. You're going to have the women's title on SmackDown, which I'm still not sure about yet. The tag team titles, which are going to be the Usos versus the Alphas, which I can dig that. And they're going to have Corbin versus Ambrose for the Corbin versus Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. Jericho versus Owens for the US title, so we're at 6. Triple threat for the women's title, that's 7. Lesnar versus Goldberg for the Universal title, that's 8. Then you have Taker versus Roman, that's 9. The Battle Royal, that's 10. The Raw tag team titles, that's 11. The Cruiserweight title, that's 12. So that's 12 matches right there. Did I miss a title? Because we're not talking about NXT. So that's a whole nother night itself. And NXT has never disappointed me, no matter what. So that's 12 matches right there. And then you got to think about all the other talent that hasn't been announced yet. So you got, for matches, you have Finn, you have Braun, Show, and pretty much everybody on the card. So I'm pretty... A 12 card Mania, that's fine. 16. And let's think I'll put 4 on the pre-show. 12. Oh my God. 2-hour pre-show. So they can have 4 to 5 matches on there. Oh my God. I'm not looking forward to this at all. SmackDown can get me there. NXT can get me there. Raw, no. Like, I literally spent the whole... So, if Love and Hip Hop comes on at 8, because I watched Raw up until they was about to do the tag team match. So that's about the 9 o'clock hour. That's right after Goldberg got F5. We went over there, picked my cousin, then we went to my friend's house. I smoked with her, watched Love and Hip Hop for a little while. We left there, went and got the Taco Bell for my cousin, tried to watch FastLane. That's it. Because I couldn't bring myself to try to watch Raw. So I just waited. There's so much potential in WrestleMania. I might write an article. I might do like an hour-long video. There's still a lot of factors out there. Like the Broken Hardys, Galloway, all those people that just left TNA. Cole, O'Reilly, even though those are more NXT names. It's just a lot of questions. that are good questions, and you have Raw that's just questionable. And it's been about 20 minutes, and I I, I have nothing to say about this pay-per-view. I told you what happened. I told you what happened on Raw, but I have no comment. I don't care. I mean, I've listened to all the podcasts, and if you want like an angry or somewhat okay opinion, like I said, apparently Raw wasn't that bad, but I just can't bring myself to watch it. So PWR show, Joe Cronin show, JD from New York, Solid Monster. Those are like the four that I watch on a regular basis when it comes to wrestling. What Culture, when they do What Just Happened, ups and downs and things like that. I think they already did ups and downs. That was FastLane, so there should be like an ups and downs for Raw and a WTF for Raw later today. Just there's a state of the WWE on Joe Cronin show. I'm giving you guys all these ideas. I need to put Joe Cronin down in my description of like YouTubers that I watch. But if you click on JD's page, who's down there, you can find Joe Cronin down there as well. They do Out of Nowhere podcast. So there you go. I help you guys out. If you guys want an actual review, go listen to those guys. I trust those guys. They only pull sources from credible people. If they do talk about rumors and things like that, they do it in like a way that I do it, where I call myself the prophet. They try to take the rumors and things like that and spin them into creative ideas, but you can't do that on Raw right now. Hopefully after WrestleMania we can. You can do it on SmackDown, you can do it on NXT, but there's no creative direction on Raw that makes any sense. So everything linked in the description: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Subscribe if you're new here. I'm sorry about the drained emotion of this video, but that's what Raw does to you. That's what that pay-per-view did to me, and I'm about to go get drunk. That's one reason I didn't watch Raw last night, because I was gonna start playing drinking games, and I was like, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it tonight. Just go see people you actually want to see, do things you actually want to do. If you don't want to watch Raw, don't watch Raw. And I told you guys a few weeks ago, it was getting to this point where I can stop watching Raw, and I told you guys it was after FastLane, after WrestleMania. If it's not good, I was gonna stop watching. And SmackDown's tonight, looking forward to it. NXT tomorrow night, looking forward to it. And oh my god, it's just a bad show. Share this out with your friends. Subscribe if you're new here. I promise you, when you see the SmackDown review, I'm gonna be a lot more energetic. I promise you that. Probably have my Naomi shirt on, talking about it's amazing and things like that. So subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification bell to be notified when a new video goes up. I try to make a lot of videos a week, at least 3-4 plus videos a week for you guys. And they're all more energetic than this. I still have some Zelda stuff I need to put up. I think I have a couple more Dokkan videos I can put up. But with all that being said, I'm Shawn DaGamer. Stay away from Raw. And I'm out of here.